Every woodworker eventually faces this question. Should you use a pocket hole joint, or a traditional mortise and tenon? One is fast, simple, and beginner-friendly. The other has been trusted for centuries to build some of the strongest furniture ever made. But which one is actually better? Today, we're putting pocket hole joinery and mortise and tenon joinery head-to-head to see which method deserves a place in your workshop. Let's get started. First, what are these joints? A pocket hole joint uses angled holes drilled into one board. Special screws pull the pieces tightly together, creating a strong connection in just a few minutes. A mortise and tenon joint works differently. One piece of wood has a rectangular hole called the mortise. The other has a matching tongue called the tenon. When they fit together with glue, they create a mechanical connection that has been used for hundreds of years. Now let's compare speed. Pocket hole joinery is the clear winner. Using a pocket hole jig, you can drill, assemble, and secure a joint in just a few minutes. Mortise and tenon joints take much longer. They require careful layout, accurate cutting, and precise fitting before glue up. If speed matters, pocket holes have a huge advantage. Next, strength. Mortise and tenon joints are widely considered one of the strongest woodworking joints ever developed. Because the two pieces physically interlock, the joint resists pulling, twisting, and long-term stress extremely well. Pocket hole joints are surprisingly strong, especially when combined with quality wood glue. They're more than strong enough for many cabinets, face frames, and shop furniture. But for heavy-duty chairs, tables, or heirloom furniture, mortise and tenon usually comes out on top. Let's talk about appearance. Pocket holes are usually hidden on the inside or underside of a project. If they're visible, they often require plugs to cover the holes. Mortise and tenon joints can be completely hidden, or intentionally exposed as beautiful decorative joinery. Many fine furniture makers actually showcase exposed tenons as part of the design. Now consider tools. Pocket hole joinery requires a pocket hole jig, a stepped drill bit, and special screws. The learning curve is very small. Mortise and tenon joinery can be made with hand tools, power tools, or dedicated mortising machines. It often requires chisels, routers, table saws, or drill presses, depending on the technique you choose. Another important difference is skill level. Most beginners can produce strong pocket hole joints on their first day. Mortise and tenon requires more practice. Small fitting errors can weaken the joint or create visible gaps. It takes patience to master, but the results are incredibly rewarding. Let's compare repairability. Pocket hole joints are easier to disassemble because screws can simply be removed. Mortise and tenon joints are glued together permanently. While they're harder to repair, they also rarely fail when built correctly. Now let's discuss project types. Pocket holes are excellent for cabinets, face frames, shop furniture, bookcases, and quick DIY projects. Mortise and tenon is ideal for dining tables, chairs, doors, workbenches, and heirloom furniture where maximum strength matters. What about cost? Pocket hole joinery usually costs less to start. A quality jig is relatively affordable and works with common woodworking tools. Mortise and tenon may require additional tools depending on your preferred method, although many experienced woodworkers create them using tools they already own. So, which joint should you choose? If you're building projects quickly, want excellent strength, and value simplicity, pocket hole joinery is an outstanding choice. If you're building fine furniture, want maximum long-term durability, or simply enjoyed traditional craftsmanship, Mortise Tenon remains one of the best woodworking joints ever created. Neither joint is perfect for every situation. The smartest woodworkers know when each one should be used. Now I'd like to hear from you. Which joint do you trust more? Pocket hole or Mortise Tenon? Tell us your favorite in the comments below. If you enjoyed this comparison, don't forget to subscribe for more woodworking buying guides, joinery comparisons, workshop upgrades, and practical woodworking tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next